Hi guys, it's a girl again, Farmer Faye, your favorite Alakowe farmer. If you're a new subscriber here, do not forget to subscribe to my channel, Farmer Faye. If you're a returning subscriber, do not forget to click the notification button, and also please watch this video to the very end. In my last video, I talked about what you need to do to prepare for the fall, which is 2026 application season. And in the video, I promised that we're going to be discussing about the statement of purpose in my next video. So today I'll be talking about the statement of purpose. What exactly is the statement of purpose, and why is it very important for you to start thinking about what you really want to write in your statement of purpose? So one thing you should know is that statement of purpose is it's a letter you write to the admission committee to sell yourself to them. It is the most and a very, very important part document in your application package, because this is what the admission committee gets to know about you. They've seen your certificate, they've seen your probably your GRE, your IELTS, your degree, your transcript, and they've seen many others as similar as yours. But you see, the statement of purpose is just you. It's where you tell your story. It's where you tell them how passionate you are about this grad school. It's where you tell them that I am the person you are looking for, no other person you're looking for. Let's talk about your transcript. Yes, having a good CGPA. Everybody has a very good CGPA. I mean, most people do have a very good CGPA, which might be difficult for them to think about who do they want to pick between you or the next person. So your CGPA might not really be that thing. It is important, but then what other things will make them more convinced that you are the right person for this position? It's a statement of purpose. So what exactly is statement of purpose? As I have explained earlier, statement of purpose is the document where you sell yourself. You tell them about your strong point. Do not talk about weaknesses here. This is where you tell them that I am all that. I am all this. I am passionate about this grad school. I really want to get into your school. So your statement of purpose needs to be very strong. It needs to be well written, and you have to be the one to write it yourself. Now, this I'm putting this out there is that if you're thinking about statement of purpose, if you're thinking about grad school, and you're thinking of giving someone your statement of purpose to write for you, my darling, you are not ready for grad school. Because statement of purpose is one thing that everybody applying to grad school must be able to write themselves. You must be able to write this yourself because it's your story. Nobody can tell your story better than you. So you need to that. So now let's dive into statement of purpose. What should it look like? I've seen a lot of people, when you try to write your statement of purpose, is the first word is like, I've always been passionate about sciences when I was a kid. Guy, this is 2025. We need to stop that in 2025. Do not do that. I have been passionate about sciences when I was a child too. Everybody has been passionate about sciences when they were a child. So you should not put that. I don't really like saying that anymore, because no, that's old story. Let's talk about something practical, something real. Let's talk about it. I think this is what it should be in your statement of purpose, and it should be in a different paragraphs. Put it in paragraphs. Your first paragraph should talk about why you are applying, why you are passionate about this program that you are applying, talked about what happened to you, and then your next paragraph should talk about what have you done over the years. You've graduated from what university? What program have you graduated from? Talked about what you did during your undergrad. The project you worked with is your final thesis. Is it published? Final project rather, is it published? Talked about that. Your advisor that you work with, the kind of projects you did. Talked about your own experience with all of this project. Talked about what you are doing now that makes you well positioned and qualified to be the best candidate for that position. Talked about the work you are doing. Talked about that. They talked about the program itself. What exactly attracted you to this program? There is a lot, I would say, probably thousands of university in the United States. What exactly draw you into this university? This is not what you talked about. Because this is the university offering my program, that's why I'm applying to this school. No. Why are you picking this program specifically? I would share my experience. I applied to Purdue University for my master's degree. And one of the reasons why I applied to Purdue University is because Purdue University is one of the top 3 agricultural universities in the United States. I wanted to go to one of those best universities for my master's degree. And that is one of the major reasons I chose Purdue. That is it, for the university. But why am I choosing the department, the board department, which is like plant pathology in Purdue University? Talked about why you are going for this department, specifically in this university. Talked about why you are going for this professor. Which professors have you looked up? Have you looked up any professors? And you find the research very interesting. You find it that it's aligned with your own interest and passion. So why are you really interested in each of these professors? Read about 3 professors from that department. Talk about them in the SOP and why you are passionate about them and why you feel like this is what it is there for you. These are what you should have written down in your statement of purpose. As you've heard, it is statement of purpose, your statement of intent, the statement, the document that shows your passion. What a professor wants to see, what the admission committee wants to see in your statement of purpose is your passion. Is why you are really interested in this. Not that I've been interested in this since when I was a kid. Everybody has been interested in science when they were a kid. I was interested in science even from my mother's womb. I've been interested in science. So this is not the time where you talked about that, but be real about your story. And now let's move to the don'ts about the statement of purpose. Number 1 don't of statement of purpose is do not use ChatGPT. Do not use ChatGPT in writing your SOP, statement of purpose. Please write it yourself. Write it yourself. The second thing in your statement of purpose is that no random transition. Let everything go seamlessly. Let it flow. The first paragraph you talked about your passion. The next paragraph you talked about your degree, the degree that you have. The next paragraph you talk about your skills. The next paragraph you talk about why you are picking the university. Another one why you are going for this program, the professors, and they talked about your future goals. After you're done with this degree, what are you going to do with it? Why is it really important to your career goal? Why is this degree really important? Talk about it. And then the next thing is tell an authentic story. Please and please be real. Let us be real with our story. And this is the reason why you don't give your SOP for someone to do the writing for you. You do that yourself. You need to write your SOP yourself because no one can tell your story more than you do. If you're thinking about going to grad school and you cannot write your SOP yourself, do not bother applying, my brother. Do not bother applying, my sister. Just forget about it. Because I feel like everybody applying to grad school must be able, no, this is not should, must be able to write the statement of purpose themselves, because you need to talk about your story and nobody can do that apart from you. So why should you give it for someone else to write for you? No. Another thing is that grammar matters. Grammatical errors are deal breakers. Please check through your grammars and what you've written. Are they correct? Even if English is not your first language, look for someone to review. But let's say you can't find someone to review for you what you've written. There are a lot of softwares and applications online that you can use to correct your grammars. When I was writing my SOP, my first statement of purpose I've ever written in my life was to Purdue University. I had no one to review for me because everybody was quite busy. But you know what? I was real with my story. I was authentic with my story. There was no AI, there was a ChatGPT then, so of course there was a ChatGPT. And there was no, I was real with my story, and that really helps me with my story. Even though I have tutu in my degree, I still get this admission. That was the only school I applied to, and I got the admission. Also, one thing you should do in SOP is that no negativity in your SOP. In the SOP is where you talk about your strong points. This is where you talk about what you are good at. Do not talk about your weaknesses. When I was writing my SOP, for example, I graduated with 2.2 from my bachelor's. I don't need to write that in my SOP that, oh, I graduated with second class lower, but I'm now better. No, I do not even write anything regarding that in my SOP. The only thing written in my SOP is that when I look at my last 2 years of study, I have over 70%. What really destroyed my GPA was my first year and my second year. But my last 2 years of study was really strong. So I focus on that. One thing that was there on my SOP is that, oh, I have over 70% in my last 2 years of study. That's my strong points, and that's what I dwell in. Oh, my undergrad project was published. That's my strong point, and that's what I have written. If you're a first class student, yes, this is where you write, oh, I'm a first class graduate. But just being a first class graduate is not the only thing that will get you that admission. You need to have a whole lot apart from being a first class graduate. So this is why I'm not shading anyone that graduated with first class. It's good to have a good GPA. But one thing about people that graduated with first class is that most of their SOPs, I'm a first class graduate, I'm a first class graduate. A lot of people is a first class graduate. A lot of people outside are first class graduates. So what makes you different from every other first class graduate out there? Do you have a publication? Do you have a lot of citations? What experience have you gathered over the years? What experience and skills do you have? How passionate are you with this? These are things that they really want to know about in your SOP. They've seen that these are the things you should really push further in your SOP. Talk about what you are strong in. I hope this video has helped you. If you have any question regarding statement of purpose, please drop your question in the comment section. I'm going to go over each of everyone's questions, and I'm definitely going to answer everybody's question. If you are watching this video to this very end, you've done the right thing, and I'm sure you're going to get that admission this next season application. You are definitely getting that admission. So do not forget to subscribe to my channel. My video is off. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel, and please put on the notification button, because that is very, very important. And please watch all my videos to the very end. Thank you so much for watching my videos, and have a nice week. See you next week. Bye bye.